sides bleed, you're satisfied. You're satisfied.
Hey, let's go! Hey, Becker Trekkers.
We're here at the Camrose Railway Museum.
All right, Becker Trekkers, let's check it out.
Let's go!
It's sort of
Stay tuned.
shade. I'm shading.
I think you got this mixed up with another place.
What are they doing?
Go, Becker Trekkers.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lots of beautiful little gardens around here, hey?
Life is for
You want to hug him?
life is for
So we're here with Glennis Smith. She's going to give us a tour of the Camrose railway station.
Now you probably wonder why I'm starting with the gardens. But the gardens are something that's very special here. And gardens are very historic. The garden railways, and this garden railway was patterned after a garden in Manitoba Beach that was a Canadian Northern Railway garden.
Oh,
Now what they used to do is they would plant gardens in the early days. So when the pioneers were going by, they said, if we can grow flowers, then we can grow wheat. And so it encouraged them to stay in the area. Cool. And there's something, the gardens are fall right now.
Oh, hi, Lucy.
But there's something blooming in here from early spring to late fall.
What is
Oh.
Lucy
That's
doing?
gorgeous. They're actually, they're best about the second week in July. And you can see that we have volunteers. This is Elaine
hi Elaine.
in the garden. That's amazing. Because that's a lot of work to upkeep these. We have about 280 different.
Oh wow, look at these
flowers.
purple ones.
And our,
Look at those interesting. Oh, and there's some bees in there. Look at that.
oh, and that we're organic gardeners, so we don't use any pesticides or herbicides, but we use companion planting. And you know that this plant is called sea holly. And
Sea holly.
It's just in just about every garden because it gets your pollinators to come, all the good bugs. So we have very few diseases here. Oh,
Wonderful. You guys do a very nice job of keeping this up.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Come on, let's follow the leader.
Choo choo! Go, Becker Trekkers. Oh, there's our sign.
Where do I go? Oh. Oh, look at it. Oh, we're in an elevator. So those have been made models. They were made by Jeremiah Overland.
Oh,
And so they're just amazing. They're really well made. There's even a story about elevators. Now, the thing about them is that Meeting Creek, we have another site at Meeting Creek, and of course it has a real elevator that you can go into. We're going to go over here now. Oh, yeah, then through the garden.
Oh, cool.
I did not see this.
Can you hop from one to the other? Hop, hop.
Yeah, this is a willow called a willow tree. It's a silver willow. And it smells really nice. It gets little berries. And then we have all the oh, sorry. All the time. You know, you can see the wild sunflowers.
Big jump. Okay, big jump. Do it.
We call this a walk on the wild side because we are developing the linear parks at Meeting Creek, and that's, if you go from Meeting Creek to Edward, you can go, and it's just beautiful. It's the old right-of-way.
Oh,
And then we
okay.
have it also the Canadian Northern. We got it right down to Highway 56, and we're hoping that we're going to be getting that whole trail developed to go all the way to Penelda. Wow, because
wow.
we need to save them. They have all of the flowers, the flora and the fauna, all of the, I mean, again, attracting the water. It's a watershed as well. So,
Yes.
So this is sort of, I take some seeds and things from here, put in the
that's
grassland.
so cool.
We're restoring the grassland. Yeah. There's a lady that had this church, and she actually died of cancer, but she wanted it to be here. And we thought, well, how can we connect it with the history of Camrose? And Camrose, if you think about it, in the early days, the churches, and I've got pictures of the early churches, that's where the community met. I mean, it really was very much a part of it. And so that if people can come here and sit, enjoy the garden, and hopefully, we see a lot of people come work in the garden, have a garden. It should feel good.
Yes. It's a hand in the soil.
The
Wow.
healing garden. Those of us who garden see what we do as creating a sanctuary from the forces of darkness, within and without. A haven of serenity,
Oh my.
a respite from the noisy civilization around us. Marjorie Harris, The Healing Garden. Sure. Go. Oh.
And normally, we would have cushions and things on here for people to come. They can read, they can sit, but we can't with COVID. So that's what.
That's like our swing in the backyard. You have to come at us on it, right?
It's still pretty comfortable.
It's not bad.
Go check it out, Anton. Go sit beside Matea.
And then we have a free library too.
Oh.
And a lot of people
Cool.
come right there.
Yes, we have several books.
You like reading books.
Yeah, I don't trust them with
Library that we had. Anybody wants to go to
There's a
make
trail.
children.
I found a trail.
Oh, another secret trail.
What it needs a trail.
That's a trail.
Look, this is it. Look, this is on it.
Look at this little bench. Have a seat on that one. The railway station garden. That's Lucy.
What we're doing, we're going to go on the wooden board. You can stand on the
Oregon Garden Railway.
grid.
Look at that. Train track.
Oh, look at
Did you say Percy?
Percy's up there.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Percy. Mhm.
Now, Big Valley, which was a Canadian Northern station, it was the central point for the Canadian Northern Railway. And our society, volunteers, also managed Big Valley. And that was restored by the
Hey, there's playing over here.
volunteers. So this is Big Valley here, and actually the McAllister Woods. Have you been there?
I have been
Okay,
to Valley,
so
yeah.
there, right now, there's a museum is in the McAllister Woods.
Oh, that's neat.
And this is Jimmy Jock.
Jimmy Jocks and
Yeah. this is
hardware
Valley.
store. Big Valley General Store.
This is an elevator from Big Valley. Now there's a farm over there, but this area here is, oh yeah, the church, I'm sorry, The church is for Big Valley too. It's on the hill.
Big Valley Church. And look, somebody just got married.
It's a gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh, look over there.
Now Viewpoint was that right by Drive Me Lake. Initially. And actually we used it. Oh, did you see the circus over there?
Look at the
No!
Yeah.
It's the
Because
circus.
The circus used to come by train. And it came to Camrose by train.
Oh,
So you'll be able to see it when you go around the outside. Now if we look over here, we're just looking. Now this is Meeting Creek. Now initially, Camrose Station was that small.
Wow.
But this is restored to the 40s. Have you been inside?
I know.
It's really big, so.
We'll have to go there.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then this is this first school. These are all built to scale from our archives.
Wow. Oh, we're on the swings. Playing some baseball.
Now here you can come. This area here is Camrose. Camrose was very
There's Percy.
very small. Normally we don't do that, but it was very small in 1911 when this station was built. It was added on to
There it is.
1923. The Canadian Northern Grand Trunk Railway built in
Oh, yes.
And then
See
we
where they
have
added on.
Fire Hall and Sunny Boy Cereal Mill was just down here.
Yes, I remember the Sunny Boy cereal.
And that one building at the end was the roadmaster lived in that, just down the trail here, past here. And then of course these are the bunkhouses.
Bunkhouses.
And they've all been built to scale.
And the water tower.
And the water tower.
Very cool.
The traffic is actually.
So much attention to detail in all of these little buildings.
This is
Characters.
Hamel Church.
Duhamel Church,
Oh, by
yes.
Drive.
We've been in the Duhamel Church.
You can go around. Is eye closing?
Oh, look at. That's what they call wig bags. But there, look. These lights. No, right here. Yep.
Whoa.
When the train goes by across the road, these flash so that people know a train's coming.
Hey, look at
Kids' secret garden. Oh
And the
my.
gate is just presently being painted.
go on it.
Go in there. And you can go up to the garden.
Oh, look, it's a train.
Hey,
I did
I
have it in
put
paper, but
that.
now we're gonna-
Who's gonna drive the train?
Go forward. That.
Oh, ring the bell.
Yeah, I cut it off the tree. It's reversing. You want to see trees? I'm driving. Drive. You go.
It's a different kind of driving. No steering wheel on that one.
It's much easier.
Or fast.
Did you ring the bell?
Damn.
They even have a phone in. There's the engineer.
Hello.
Go choo choo.
Choo-choo. I'm gonna be sitting with you. Thanks. I gotta
Good job, guys.
Keep going. Okay. That's fine.
Oh,
So we have to straight.
I'm gonna go to the other side.
Oh no, yeah, I'll show you.
Oh, there's a little toy area.
Whoa. Whoa. You gonna drive it?
These are heavy.
Are they heavy? Oh.
This is. No, I want to sit right here.
Matei, I can sit with you? Or do you want to sit on the yellow part?
I want to.
Come on. That's where you leave them. Garden.
Garden? Victory Garden.
But the Victory Garden is where the community would grow things, food, so that more could go to the war effort. So that's what this is. And so it's, and again, it's organic and things about the Victory Garden.
Mama, go in there.
Okay, we can go in there.
Have toys in there?
No,
It's just flowers. Fruit and vegetables.
Here's the bunkhouse. Mm-hmm.
Oh, look.
Look at this, guys. This is the railway station now.
This is going to be the next year.
Oh, it's a just constant work, isn't it? Just to keep everything.
So do you receive grants then to maintain?
We're a nonprofit charity, so our mission, of course, is to be a community center.
Right. Yeah.
We focus on program but the society's been going for 38 years.
Oh, that's great.
So we certainly have that integrity, and like I said, our stations at Main Creek, Big Valley, and Camrose. But anyway, I think that our money is by donation or by grant.
Or by grant, yes.
Fundraising.
That's awesome. It's nice to keep these alive.
Hey, okay, go inside.
And then I remember this.
Yeah.
Well, let's check the schedule here quickly.
Yeah.
See when that train's gonna come in.
We don't want to miss our train, right, guys?
Yeah, the train's going right back.
The real one. Yeah.
parties.
Oh, fun. We're gonna have a tea party here, guys.
Oh, wow, look at this.
This was the original waiting room. The people would come in here, it was small, and then that was the upper floor. But like I said, when Canadian Northern Grand Company amalgamated in 1923, they built on it.
Do you want to have a tea party too?
So it's a third class extended station. They all have their numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Type of station. Now this is used for events and Christmas time and other teas and things. It's used, it can be booked by people.
Oh, this is Daddy.
Are we having a train tea party?
Yes, this is like a restaurant.
A restaurant.
show-
And what did you get?
I could
Oh.
show your cookies.
You guys
What-
are
what-
even eating them. They're
Those are
train
train
cookies. Oh, those are so cool.
Train
A
cookies.
train cookie. And Daddy,
Wait.
you got some coffee
Mommy,
tea?
you have to get this
Yes.
on camera.
Rhubarb strawberry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dip it in your tea?
Oh, it's warm and it's delicious.
Tastes normal.
It tastes normal.
A little more soggy.
Oh, should we cheers?
Yeah.
What a great train trip. Cheers.
I want the cheers too.
Cheers.
Cheers, choo choo.
Choo choo. You want
I'm
cheers?
too busy drinking.
You're too busy eating?
Cheers.
Cheers. What a great party. Wow.
I want to go see the upstairs. Okay. We got lots more.
You follow her.
Bobby moved it. It was actually close to Highway 13 and close to the track.
Oh.
Right.
So it's a historic resource, but we had to move because otherwise we couldn't have done anything as far as children's programming or anything. But this is all original, and the lath and plaster on the walls upstairs are all original.
Going upstairs. We have a little nose case. Oh my.
Oh, look at this! Cool. So these were the bedrooms. In the early days, this would have been a little bedroom too, because they didn't have a bathroom in those days. It was outside.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like your truck.
So here's my.
Oh, isn't this
Look
cute?
at the ceilings. That's so neat. Yeah. You know,
And there's an
I
attic.
had someone ask me,
Plaster wall.
why did they build high ceilings? But you know, the heat had to come up from downstairs through the pipes to heat the upstairs.
Oh.
This is was a bedroom, but now it's just called the immigration room. And it was kind of getting ready for our Dawn Abbey Day that had to be with the royal theme that had to be postponed till next year.
Oh.
So there's some of the clothes we're going to be using. Because we have
Where's
actors
Lucy,
and
Tommy?
Oh, yes.
Where's Lucy?
She's downstairs.
yeah. So,
This is neat.
but this is
Yes.
one thing about
Yeah, the
that we
string.
were society members and we didn't have to. No, we had
Oh,
we
I
had a
love that.
grant for
Mommy.
a 5-piece
Mommy, look behind
orchestra. And
Oh,
so
fun.
hopefully we'll have it next year. I would like that. So we change this theme every year. We've had it different places.
Yeah.
The Kelsey was 2 years ago.
Oh,
And then we had the Olsen family. It was Scandinavian last year.
Yeah.
And then next year will be Royal. It'll
Oh,
be
cool.
with the Downton Abbey.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
gonna have to come back because that's Francis' favorite, right? Favorite.
Mommy, look at this train.
Look at that train. That's so
I
neat.
look at that train too.
There's so many trains.
I want to play with that train.
We can't play with that train right here.
Now, the Canadian Northern, of course, Railway was a Trans-Canada Railway. And they opened up really this area, certainly. I mean, they did the east
sorry.
too, but if you look here, this is all, from Saskatoon on, this is all Canadian, this is all Canadian Northern.
Okay.
Now, what happened was, the Canadian Northern Railway was built with British money. Because Sir Donald Mackenzie, he was a really good orator. He went to, he'd go to England and he'd sell bonds, and the government would match them here. But when the war came, I mean, the money stopped, and some of the railway had to go, they take it up to send to the to overseas, because wherever they had troops in that they built railways, you had to be able to get those troops in and out. So it was he had a very interesting life, Don Mackenzie, and because, but he ended up almost absolutely bankrupt. I mean, they even had ships. They had 2 ships, the Royal Edward and the Royal George, and the Royal Edward went down during the war. But, so interesting history. There's a really good book called The Railway King, which tells all about it and the politics of the day. So it's, but they were a significant railway.
There's a private room that were bigger in the city.
See? Look at important papers and
Those
money.
little drawers there, they put the money in there because people used to buy telegrams, and they'd also have the money for the things, express things that came by the train.
I want to play.
So, Matea, a telegram would be like what we would call an email. They didn't have a way to send it through. They didn't have computers back then.
This is how the message came, okay? You want to come over here? Okay. The agent operator would have to sit at that typewriter, and there would be little messages, and it would go, hit this would go. No, I don't know. Oh, yeah. And everyone that I did that, if you did a dot, and 2 dashes, it would mean a letter. So they had to memorize that, and then they would type it up on the typewriter, and they'd have to repeat it back to the person that was typing it, because they couldn't make any mistakes.
So their messages were very short. Can you imagine spelling everything out with dots and divots?
But then it would come out like this. See? The telegram, you can hardly see it, but it says, see what it says? So he would type it up. He would type that telegram up and then print it off.
We'll see.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Morse code, Morse
It's Morse code, yeah.
telegraph
And
code.
we actually got these are
And the telephone system with the pegboard, like that, tripping over calls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the agent had to keep track of the time. He had a sheet that was very important because every clock, this is not a traditional, very, very expensive.
Yeah.
But every clock across the whole nation had to be the same. So
Wow.
he had to send in if there was any loss of time at all on the clocks. He
Oh.
sent it office every week.
Yeah.
But we use it for fun.
90 cents and 5, all the way down to 5 cents. Do you want to see?
Mommy, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trains, 2 trains,
Wow.
11 trains.
17
11
trains.
trains.
I do.
11 on the red one, on the black one.
Yeah.
Okay.
11
honey,
trains.
lots of trains.
On the gray one.
Did you see the big ones out there? Did you see those big trees?
On the white one.